Hello, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be doing a 1-year update of a Louis Vuitton bag I got 1 year ago. It's the 1-year update. But before we get into all of that, be sure you take the time right now and subscribe. Also be sure to hit the notification bell to get notified every time I post. I post new videos every Thursday and Saturday. And yeah, let's jump into the video. All right, so a little background on this bag. I'd actually gotten this bag as a birthday present to myself. A little treat yourself bag. I really wanted a Louis Vuitton bag that could just be an everyday bag that I would not have to worry about getting dirty, just really low maintenance, something that I could just throw on and just wear all the time, because I feel like I'm very much in that mindset of if you're gonna buy a luxury item, you really want to get your uses out of it. You don't want it just to sit on a shelf and collect dust. Contrary to what you might see behind me, I do switch things in and out and wear a lot of these items a lot of the time. But yeah, so I really wanted low maintenance, don't worry about it, kind of everyday bag. And then I ended up getting a bag that is seemingly not low maintenance, a little bit more high maintenance, light color, and definitely prone to transfer. So I didn't get anything that I thought I wanted going into it, but I wanted to give you guys a quick review on how I think this bag has held up, because on first thought, like on first look of the bag, I feel like it doesn't scream heavy duty, wearable, everyday bag for wear and tear, but I mean, spoiler, there are some good points to this, and I will get into it in a little more detail. But yeah, so that was the intention behind the bag. Did I end up getting a bag that like fully hit those categories right off the bat? Not really, but like I said, we'll get into more detail right now, I guess. So just giving you guys a little breakdown of the bag. This is the Louis Vuitton Diane in a empreinte kind of style. So Louis Vuitton has this like empreinte as well as their just classic like checkered look. I do have, I'll pull it down from my shelf here. This is more of that classic checkered style, and this bag was honestly the reason why I wanted this bag, because this one just didn't feel like an everyday wear kind of bag. I got this as, I think this was my second luxury bag purchase, and I think I've worn this maybe twice. So it kind of feels like a little bit of a waste, and I really want to put myself out there and wear this more, but it just felt so pretty and nice, and I didn't want to get it ruined and dirty. Also, the lap on this is a little difficult. You know, I can do a whole separate video on this bag if you want to hear about it. Leave me a comment down below and I will give you guys a review on this bag and why I haven't really worn it that much. So I'll put this back on my dust collected shelf. Just kidding. Not really. Anyways, back to the bag we're actually reviewing in this video. So like I said, the Diane empreinte, it does come in a couple different colors, I believe now. When I looked at it, it really was just black or white, and I have like a pretty solid collection of black bags, so I kind of wanted to end up getting the white color. I did want a neutral. That was like my idea going into it. I really wanted to step away from the light whites because, again, I wanted this to be an everyday bag that I wouldn't worry about wear and tear, and light colors typically end up being a little bit more high maintenance of a bag. But this was just so beautiful. The sales associate pulled it out of the box and I absolutely fell in love with it. It is just such a stunning, beautiful, pretty bag that I couldn't say no. And you know what? I will say I have worn this bag so many times. This has truly become a go-to bag for me. I've traveled to several countries with this bag, survived some long plane rides, and yeah, I cannot recommend this bag more. I will go through the wear and tear of it, but just overall as a bag in general, I'm absolutely in love with this bag. I recommend it to anybody who's looking for a designer bag, this is such a great option. But yeah, so let me go into some of the details here. So one feature that I really loved most about this bag, and honestly most Louis Vuitton bags in general, they do have two strap options. So there's a more formal strap and then a more casual everyday strap. And I really love the fact that you can transform these bags into like a day to night, formal, casual, and everything in between. So Louis Vuitton, big thumbs up there. Thank you for thinking of all the different options. But I'll give you guys a little close up of the bag and what it looks like now. The only big issue that I've seen is probably just the color transfer slightly on the back of this bag. I don't even know if you can tell on camera. Maybe if I go like this. It does have a little bit of like a darker, like rubbed, like it looks like there was some color transfer on it, and that's honestly user error on my part. I did wear this with a black coat when I was in Australia, and I really think that is what transferred the color on it. I was so good, had like no color transfer on it, and then I wore that black coat with it and just not thinking, and we got a little bit of transfer on it, but it's not super noticeable, but I notice it. I can tell it's there. Yeah, so there is just some color transfer on it, but otherwise I have not been very particular or really conscious of the colors that I'm wearing with it. It really just was that one black coat occasion that kind of ruined it all for me. But otherwise I really was not paying too much attention. But yeah, so you can see, like even on here, I don't know if you can see that, it's like a little bit darker. And I'm sure there's ways that I can probably clean this, but I don't know, trying to clean it just sounds scarier. So I've kind of avoided that. But otherwise, wear and tear, all of the hardware on here is actually still really nice condition. There's kind of the hardware on here. I'm trying to like look closely. I mean, knock on wood. There's a lot of, oh, shouldn't have done. Don't knock on wood when you have a dog. It's okay. That was just me. Anyways, there is no scratching at all on really any of these hardware pieces, which is surprising because I do like take them off and on quite often depending on how I want to wear the bag. This top strap, just checking it out, there really isn't any sign of wear and tear on it. It's still in really good condition, which again is kind of surprising because I do wear it as just an over-the-shoulder bag a lot with this strap. And then this next strap, so this is one that I have seen a little bit of dirtiness on it. Like it's not as bright and vibrant, I feel like, as when I first got it, particularly on the inside strap. I don't know, I just feel like there is a little bit of a tinge of dinginess, but the actual like strap itself, like there's no fraying of any of like the fabric on it. It all still looked really nice quality and really good condition. And again, I did travel to several countries with this. I went to Australia, I went to Paris, I went to Belgium, I went to Amsterdam. Like, we have traveled the world with this bag, and I have no intention to stop traveling with this bag. Again, it's like the best travel bag because you do get two bags in one. Yeah, so the leather strap, perfect condition. The fabric kind of strap, still really nice condition, but does feel a little bit dingy, not as like bright and vibrant, but nothing that's super noticeable or looks dirty in my opinion. Just in a very particular eye, I feel like I do see a little bit there. And then this back little flap, I really don't think I've used this that much. Sometimes I'll throw my cell phone in here, but there isn't much going on there. General shape retention of the bag. I know some leather bags like this can start getting kind of slouchy, but honestly, this has retained its shape really well. I don't see it really slouching too much. Still really nice. yeah, so I don't see it slouching. I will just note when I do travel with it, I try to stuff it with items so it retains its shape and doesn't get super flattened or smushed in my suitcase. Also kind of a packing tip as well, so you can like utilize the most room possible. If you do have a bag, definitely throw some items in there. A lot of times I'll throw like sunglasses or roll up some shirts or something like that, and just helps retain the shape when traveling. Looking at like scratches in the actual leather, I'm really not seeing. I'm not seeing any, to be honest. Again, a little bit of color transfer, I feel like, on the bottom of the bag. Just a little bit. But as for like all the stitching and everything, like that is all still in really great condition. I'm actually quite surprised because I really do use the heck out of this bag. The button clasp is fine. Zipper wise, yeah, there's not much wear and tear going on the inside. The inside is the felt kind of fabric, really soft, which is nice. I don't put too many things that would leak or spill in my bag, so I can't really speak to that. I know a lot of people like to travel with like makeup or lip gloss or things like that. It's not really my style. I don't really carry a lot of that in my bags, so I haven't had any unfortunate spills, but maybe something to be aware of if you are using this bag. This kind of fabric, I feel like doesn't clean very well if there was some sort of spill action happening. Honestly, in most of my designer bags, if I am choosing to bring a lip gloss or something like that, I will put it in a plastic baggie in my bag just to make sure I'm keeping things clean, or just to be safe that it's not gonna spill in there. So just a little side tip for you guys if you are traveling with stuff like that. Just put it in a little plastic sandwich baggie and you'll thank yourself later if something does end up spilling. But yeah, so I guess 1 year update on this bag. It's honestly passing with flying colors. This is so nice and really just speaks to the quality of Louis Vuitton. I do have some other designer bags that I have seen a little bit more wear and tear in. Some less time, some more time than this one. So if you want a video kind of going through some bags that have not held up past the test of time, let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to share with you guys. But yeah, overall, Louis Vuitton Diane in this empreinte, even in this beautiful light white color, I still recommend it. I think it has held up so well, especially with that like initial thought of seeing this bag and thinking there's no way that it's gonna hold up. So yeah, I think this has passed with flying colors. I think it is a great investment, and if I had to do it all over again, I would definitely purchase this again. I've gotten so much use out of this bag. I feel like price per wears, this is probably one of my best items. If you're friends, family of mine, you've probably seen me wear this on several occasions and can attest to the wears of this bag. Just caveat note, be a little bit careful of what you're wearing. Don't wear a dark black coat. It's probably gonna transfer, but honestly, otherwise, I really haven't had any other transfer issues. So that was my little 1 year update of the Louis Vuitton Diane bag. If you enjoyed this style video, a little 1 year update bag review, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, give it a like, share it with your friends. Also, be sure to leave a comment down below. Like I said, if you want me to review my other Louis Vuitton bag, give some details on that, or if you want me to deep dive into a year update or even just a 6-month update on some of my other designer bags, definitely leave that in the comments down below. Also, while you're down there, if you have not already, please don't forget to subscribe. I really appreciate it. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you all on the next one.